So this was done with an intuitive painting process. This is one of my earlier attempts actually, which I really liked the way it turned out. But I've got, you can see the texture from the saran wrap. And then I just went back in and started layering color over the darker color. I had a base of Prussian blue and dioxin purple and burnt umber and some burnt sienna. And I just layered that. I put the saran wrap in, I pulled it off, and then I just started picking out shapes. And the shapes were already in there actually, and I just looked to see what they reminded me of, and they reminded me of the water. So I started pulling out the shapes just by shadowing around behind them. And then this I came back in with layers of cerulean blue and cobalt teal and some bright green on top. I thinned layers, and I thin it usually with pouring medium, sometimes with glazing medium, depending on how liquid I want it. Add a little bit of water, and I might put, sometimes in some paintings I might put 15 or 20 different layers of paint, and it just makes it really glow when you do that. You can put hot colors and cool colors together, like this was a burnt sienna on the base, so I added the green, and because they are opposite colors, one really makes the other one pop. And then I just came back in. The shapes of the trees were pretty much there in the saran wrap. I just pulled them out, and there you go. And it's called Last of the Leaves. Another thing I did that's kind of interesting, this is an extra deep canvas. Now when you get into canvases this big, it's really difficult to try and frame them. You really almost can't. So this is actually a canvas that I stretched myself, but you can see that I've got the edges painted, which makes it look finished without having to frame it. Then on the back, I just put a couple of screws and wire. And that's what the back looks like, so that you can hang it.